Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, up high here like the 70s. A different kind of mind, they say we only speak in melodies.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dad on Dave, coming at you live from Germany. And it's not just me. In fact, it's really not even about me tonight. Tonight is Thursday, which is the brand new night. And you can see by the brand new frame that this night does not belong to me. It belongs to us because we are in the presence, the good graces, the spectrum of the one and only C-Man as he brings us his showcase where he tells you about all the things that are going on in YouTube that he seems to like or maybe drives him to goddamn cancer. What's it going to be tonight? Well, I can tell you this much. It's a very long-running YouTube organization that is responsible for it. He's gone big. I got to give him credit. You go right at him. And this is a great set. Of course, we're talking about TeamFourStar. See, man, what do we got about TeamFourStar, buddy?
Well, see, I figured to start with this topic would be good because most of this community is a bunch of nerd faggots, and I figured they know that they would know who TeamFourStar was. So I figured best way to go, we'll start off with that. TeamFourStar, yeah, essentially. I mean,
you would think it would be bad just being one or the other. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the combo that gets you. But yeah, TeamFourStar is a personal favorite of mine. I have loved them for years. I mean, I've been watching them probably since 2010, 2011. Ooh. And if you don't know a whole lot about TeamFourStar, they are actually two different channels. They have their main channel and then their gaming channel. The main channel and the main course that TeamFourStar provides would be Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is a comedy, I mean, abridged, obviously, version of Dragon Ball Z that not only is unbelievably entertaining, but just the quality and the amount of work that these guys put into it, it's evident. And they don't get paid a single dime for it. Because of it being Dragon Ball Z, the owners of DBZ get every single bit of ad revenue from those videos. So this is passion project in its purest form. They're not getting money from that. So that's one of the things that wanted me to really talk about them is because of that. I'm as you can tell, all these guitars and shit, music, art, all that stuff. Anything that is
passion based. You got a passion based love. Yeah,
that is what I'm attracted to. That's with just about everything. So that's why TeamFourStar was definitely the pick for this. I think the best way to go to start off.
No, I think it was a good pick, man. I mean, like, I'm not super familiar with TeamFourStar, but I am extremely familiar with Dragon Ball Z Abridged because it's absolutely hysterical. Now, you just taught me something. I didn't know that they were basically for nonprofit. You know, they're not making shit because no, it makes sense. Everything's going to get copyrighted, but I'm sure that now, do they have any deals on the side that allows them to capitalize? They got a Patreon? Do they have anything like that?
Yeah, they have. I believe they have a Patreon. They because of them having their gaming channel, that's pretty much their main source of revenue because they can run ads on that. None of it gets taken away. And then they do have, I believe, stuff even on the main channel that they can technically monetize that would not get that. Like they have podcasts on the main channel, Fan Mail Fridays, where they have their own PO box and people can send stuff in, and they're usually really entertaining. They have all the guys have those very unique, genuine personalities that I think this community tends to really be drawn to. You know what I mean? Even with the personas and the characters, you could still see the real person even behind that, and that's another reason why TeamFourStar is just the shit with what they do.
Yeah, because I mean anybody can make content, and like if you want to get a wrestling review or even Dragon Ball Z content, like as far as reviews or commentary or top 10s, top 5s, there are a dime a dozen. You can get them everywhere, and people can find it really. But the people who rise to the top are the ones that you're able to connect with. Now, speaking of connecting, before I go too far, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to derail it all. What the fuck is going on with your hands? Why are they red? Is that just weird lighting? Holy God.
Oh, no. This is from my job. I have the most fucked up farming stand on earth.
I've never, like, that's not, dude, you're toasted. It's like you just went, like, you're half Pop-Tart today.
Dude, I am out in the sun for fucking 6 hours.
That is amazing. I was like, it's got to be a lighting trick.
It's probably the lighting making it a lot worse. But no, real, because like it's pale as shit on this side, but you put that motherfucker over.
It's like you don't know how to do the complete Macarena. You only fucking go on this side. You never fucking turn it over.
I only got the half. No, because like the nature of the mowers, it's those 0 turns and they're just the bars. So my hands are always like this, and then when you're weed eating, hands are always like this. So only the top parts get in the sun, and that's why I look like a fucking jagaloon with my arms.
Fuck it, it's not a rock. It's a rock lobster. It's great. I'm sorry, but back to I couldn't. It's like there's like there's.
Did you just call me a rock lobster?
I did. I like the B-52s. Fuck off.
Oh my god.
Yep, I don't give a shit. All right, so I'm sorry. Back to TeamFourStar because that is what we're here to talk about. So, what are some of the things that you like most about TeamFourStar, and what don't people know about them?
My personal favorite thing with them, on their gaming channel, they do Pokemon Nuzlocks that are the absolute shit. The absolute
like better than mine.
Shit.
They do them better than me.
Yes, I'm not going to be a cunt to you, but like, because what they do is it's a daily episode. Usually, as long as nothing comes up, they do a daily episode. But the main thing about it is they add a backstory and a lore to not only their character, but like all the Pokemon they catch. So each individual Pokemon, even though you're not playing the game yourself, you end up having your favorites and you end up having those ones that you love. And then when they get killed, it's like one of those, what the fuck are you doing moments.
Right. No, you know what? That makes sense because they do seem to, that's what they do with their Dragon Ball content. They put an extra personality in it. So no, it is better than mine. I'm okay with that, even though I was stabbing you with a knife.
Yeah, what the hell?
Because like any hack can do a fucking live stream, but they do the full production. No, I got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. They did do a live stream for their Moon Nuzlocke because they did it. They went in blind. They hadn't played it, and it was their first run through of it, and they streamed it live, which was really cool. The only problem with the live stream is that it's harder to really create those backstories and those lores for the characters.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, you're interacting with the chat, you're playing the game, just trying to, and that's when they film their videos and stuff. They do them in bunches. So one day they'll record, like, say, maybe 3 or 4 videos, so that way they're set for the next couple of days, and then so on and so forth. So that way,
Liam does always the same ahead. Thing. Yeah, that's what I noticed about Liam. He's got like 1 or 2 recording days a week where he knocks out a whole bunch, and then he's got content for weeks. So he's able to just boom, 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 get them out. That's the smartest way to do it. I don't make videos because I'm awful, so I'm a live streamer. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. It's hard enough doing that.
Streaming, I'd prefer streaming. Just the communication you get with that's cool, and that's what's TeamFourStar also does a lot of streaming. They have they call it a surprise stream on Mondays, but it's scheduled every Monday. Tuesday, I believe, is their they do a drinking stream for usually it's like a Dark Souls style game where each time they die, they have to take a shot and try to get the audience to join in. Whenever they die, they also take a shot.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but they have live streams throughout the week, videos every day, multiple videos every day. They're just hardworking people, man. Bust their ass. They're genuine people, and they put out great content, and they love their fans.
Is that kind of the inspiration for you as far as getting into YouTube? Is that part of the reason why you even want to do this?
They are definitely a huge inspiration, especially in the Pokemon front, because they are actually what got me really back into playing. They were doing their Leaf Green Nuzlocke, and I take kind of like hiatuses with games and stuff. I do it with the PlayStation.
Exact same thing.
I just won't even fucking touch it for like a month or two, and I get burnt out, I guess. Same thing with wrestling, anything really. And I was on one of those hiatuses, except it was like a fucking year where I'd sold all my Pokemon games, my DS, everything, and just watching them play that and the love that they showed for it reminded me of, hey, I grew up with this shit and I love this shit, and thank you for reminding me that I love this shit so much.
So what about, okay, now, not everybody knows who TeamFourStar is, and not everybody likes TeamFourStar. So if you got to give some criticisms of TeamFourStar, what would they be? You think they lean, because I have read some criticisms that they lean a little bit too heavily on the emotional attachments to not only them, which sometimes is a good thing, but you can go too heavily. What do you think are some of the downfalls of TeamFourStar?
I don't notice the them leaning on it as much. That could just be me blinded by being a fan. Obviously,
your fanboyness, all the jizz.
Yeah, that could definitely come into play. I'm not going to disagree. There's one person in particular, and he's kind of the leader of TFS, Lanny Pator, who I've noticed sometimes he kind of comes off like a really giant asshole, and I don't know if he's like actually like that or if it's it just kind of happens. Because I've noticed some interactions between him and especially the newer guy on the gaming channel, Grant, where it's like you wonder if there's some sort of tension or beef there. So I think criticism-wise, that would definitely be it. Is that there's?
You think there's a legitimate beef between them? Like this could
I honestly
break up?
Yeah, I notice it from at the start of every time they start a new game. They seem great. Everybody's cracking the same amount of jokes, but about halfway through, Lanny, he starts getting a little more dickish. He really won't let the other guys talk.
Oh, Lanny's you. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess Casey's going to get that co-host position.
Maybe Jade first. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, put Jade on. Put either. I'm leaving. I don't care. Put whatever you want.
Are you leaving me already? You getting out of here, sucker? Lanny? You want to go, Lanny? Do you think that there's a possibility of them actually breaking up, though? No,
I don't see that. They, I think even despite that tension that I've picked up on, I still think they're all friends. It's just there's personality clashes. My best friend and my favorite part about him is that I want to fucking hit him in the face all the time because he's so fucking stupid and he doesn't. We just balance each other out really well, and I think. Sometimes it does go too far, and I think that's kind of a similar situation.
I think it happens a lot when people work together for long periods of time, especially you'll notice it more. It all depends on the situation, depends on the personalities. So the fact that they've been together as long as they have, that's fairly fucking impressive because that's not easy to do.
Definitely.
How many subscribers do they have?
On their main channel, they have 2.6 million, and then their gaming just hit over 600K like a month ago.
Wow. That's not bad.
So they're
spicy
doing
meatballs, man.
Some damn spicy meatballs.
Well, it seems like most of their I mean, like I've never watched any of their game streams or anything like that, but I know of them because of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Do you ever think that there's a possibility of like, do you wish as a fan, as a viewer, that like they would separate that type? I asked that because TeamFourStar is very Dragon Ball. It sounds like a Dragon Ball name. So when they're doing other things like Pokemon and other things, it was one of the reasons why I never called this place Dead on Dave Wrestling or Dead on Dave Pokemon or anything. Dead on Dave Productions, I have the freedom to do whatever they like. And that might not seem like a big deal, but when people sign up for you, they subscribe. So they get a little irritated when they're like, I'm a guy, I love this guy for wrestling. Why the fuck do I get the notifications for Pokemon? Well, you don't get to choose what notifications you get. So do you think as a fan of them and like someone who's been a part of the community for a long time, do you think it would have benefited them then, or could it benefit them now from separating the entity at all?
It's hard to say because with the gaming channel, they do have that, because they do play a lot of Dragon Ball Z games as well, obviously. Just different stuff all over the place. It's hard to say. And I think with the gaming channel, you have the pure hardcore fans are the ones that gravitate there because they want to see the guys behind the scenes as well, to see the people behind the voices and the characters. So I don't think it would make much sense to separate at this point, to be honest. When they're sitting at like 600K subscribers,
that would be the point
it's
now.
all and it's all the hardcore guys, then I don't think so.
Do you think as long as they've been around, that part of the reason? I mean, they're talented.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Maybe some of the reason why they're not a 6 million subscriber channel or 10 million or more is because people feel that they're pigeonholed by the name TeamFourStar. They automatically Dragon Ball. I mean, their logo's got the goddamn eternal dragon.
Yeah, that's true. That would be the case because just the Dragon Ball Z alone is it's a niche market. You can't really. It's not like we had the gaming wave of stuff where everything was all about gaming, and then we had the commentary. This is centered around DBZ, so that's definitely a lot harder to get to that 6 million subscriber point because it is just that one general topic focus.
Yeah. Well, they obviously want to do more than just Dragon Ball. That's why they do other content, and they separate into like drinking night and things like that, which is fine. It's great. But I mean, when I think of something, when you do something specific and it go as far as naming it TeamFourStar, I don't know. I guess I have a little bit of a problem. Like with Tommy, let's use Tommy as an example. Back in the day, he was shot from the point hockey. You know, that was it. Even shot from the point, I still feel very, very hockey-centric name. You have a hockey-centric logo, but now you don't do any hockey. So now he's changed it to Tommy C SFTP, and it's completely different. So it's like now you don't have to worry about it as much. But he had to make that big change because of all the backlash that he would get for just being a hockey channel and having a hockey logo and having all this. It does cause not only confusion, but I think for some people, because YouTube is such a fucking weird place, it causes a little bit of anger. It's like, motherfucking, this is Dragon Ball. Why the fuck you drinking? Talk about Pokemon, bitch. You know, it's like, it's one of those. But it's irrational, but to an extent, I understand. Do you think there's any of that happening? I mean, is there any fixing it at this point? Or do you just kind of got to go with it and hope for the best?
I don't see a whole lot of it. I really don't. Obviously, some videos get more views than what others would. Like the Pokemon Nuzlocke always do well. They always get the best amount of views throughout the month. And there's even some games that they weren't getting fuck all for views, and they would stop halfway through because what was the point? If nobody was watching, then they would go and focus their time onto something that people were watching. But no, I rarely ever see like any kind of trolls or assholes in the comments. It's a very clean, healthy community for the most part. Yes, that's surprisingly enough.
Because the video game community can be pretty fucking nasty. It can be fairly nasty. And Dragon Ball Z community, you wouldn't expect there to be anyone nasty in it, but I mean, still, trolls are everywhere. That's kind of interesting. So I want to kind of focus this back to you a little bit because like this was your first choice. You know, when we came up with this idea to do C-Man Showcase, didn't really flesh out the idea all that much as far as how many people you might be talking about, if you were going to have a positive or a negative spin. Of all the things you could have chosen, I really let this kind of be you. You know, I wanted to see what you brought to the table and what you came up with. So why TeamFourStar? I mean, aside from the passion, you could have picked anything. You could have picked something super cringe with a name that would have gotten hits, that would have got people interested or whatever. But you just picked a very basic thing. I mean, that's not a criticism, by the way. I like what you did.
No, I know.
But I'm just wondering, what was the reasoning behind it when you had all these things you could have?
There's a couple. With this, I could be Christian. I didn't have to be C-Man with this, which was something that whenever we do shows, it's very rare that I'm just Chris and not the C-Man cunty persona. So this is a piece of me. When I wake up every day, there's 3 channels that I watch: TeamFourStar, Tommy C, and you. Every day, I always try to watch. Yes, those are my 3 mainstay channels that I watch every day. Now, obviously, I'm sub to other people, but they're not on that level where I can watch them consistently every day. They're also some of the only channels that upload every day, but still, you know.
That's right. We're on it, man. You get 2 shows out of me a day, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's their show. Like, I'm subscribed to What Culture, but they post every day, but like anymore,
and they have that problem of sucking. Yes, they are just the worst. I hate that culture so much.
I know you do.
Such
I
douches.
didn't know if I should.
Everything they do is douche-tastic. I can dig some douchey. Don't get me wrong. I'm wearing a douche hat right now. I can dig some douchey, but I don't know. By the way, Faybell says you should take your shirt off.
Me?
Yep, you guys are gonna get married one day. I'm 100%.
I mean, I'll give you a little unbuttoned, a little chest view action.
You got no hair. There's no hair there. What the fuck?
Are you serious?
Oh, there's a little. Okay, it's very dark there. I couldn't see it now. Wow. Yeah, you have a little bit of a carpet.
I asked if you wanted me to turn the lights on.
Well, it got darker. It wasn't dark earlier. Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. Let's see that. Yeah, look at that charpet. Chest carpet. Charpet. Fuck. Both start with C's. Yeah. It doesn't even make sense. I'm a fucking idiot. Good Lord. All right. So as far as like you can only suck something off so long. And I'm not saying this is going to be a complete suckfest. I really like your analysis of TeamFourStar. But what else has got your eye at the moment? Anything that's kind of making you rage a little bit?
Obviously, Keemstar is always fun topic for me to go on a bitch about. I rarely have anything intelligent to say about it besides fuck him, he's a fucking twat, all that good shit. I don't get like real intellectual about Keemstar because what's the fucking point? But
yeah, he's at an
Keem's always
day.
Especially when he fucks with you guys, I get fired up because that's a personal level because especially with you because you're my friend. With Tommy, I'm a big fan, so it's somewhat similar, but not on that same level. But Keem, definitely, I could bitch about at some point. I don't know.
A little bit about today with Keem because I mean, look, I have no problems with it because let's face it, it had to do with me. And
yeah.
Now, since this is your showcase and you're kind of you're looking at things from an analytical Christian, as you said, point of view.
Yes.
Why does he have such a hard on for me? Why is the fact that I went on, and I'm serious, man, I went on a fucking channel that had less than 100 subs, I'm pretty sure. Big shout out to Matthew, by the way, over at fucking Inu Podcast. He's fantastic. What a great guy. But 50 people watched this. It was 50 hits. You know, now granted, it had Keemstar's name in the title. It had his picture in the thumbnail. But why do you think there's this hard on for me? Why do I seem to matter to Keemstar?
You're catch 33. I mean, really the only person that out of you guys I haven't really seen him fuck with is Vega. So that's
because he's scared because Vega will murder him. Because Vega will kill him.
All of you guys fuck him up. All of you guys do. That's why I don't get why he even bothers. But he can't bother because he has all fucking young kids as his audience. It's hard. Like why the fuck not? It creates drama for him. It creates more story for when he does a baited episode. Yeah. It's all I do believe he's truly like a giant asshole in real life. But I think a lot of the moves that he makes are calculated to benefit him in some sort of way, whether it be a baited topic, whether it be a drama alert topic, just shit that he can get attention off of. He's a fucking attention. I mean, we're all attention whores, but
yeah, but at the same time, I'm the low guy there. You know, I mean, Vega's more recognizable than I am. At least from my vantage point. I mean, I tend to find out that it's not always true because there's people who, I mean, I got very humble today. Big shout out to Vega, Ginger Heat, Leon Lush, Alex for a fucking very, very nice video they did saying hi to me from VidCon. I mean, like that, I almost bawled. I was like, these motherfuckers thought of me. Why? You know, that was really cool. But it's like fucking with me doesn't make sense. Now, Brace in the chat said it's because I present a debate challenge to him. Well, that I could accept that if he didn't have me blocked and didn't and like he acts like such a bitch about this. He tagged he tagged an account that was not me. Like I understand that he's fucking stupid, but he knows he blocked me and he knows I don't have 10 subs. He knows I don't have 10 followers. That account that he tagged had 10 followers. He knows that wasn't me, but he wanted the appearance that it was me. So if he wants a challenge in a debate, which I don't think he does because he has no debate tactics, he doesn't know how to fight.
He doesn't.
Why not just continue his focus on Tommy? Why not? I don't understand that. He's got other enemies. I'm not trying to like gild my own lily here. I'm fucking really trying to figure this shit out. It drives me nuts, man.
You're Tommy's best friend. I think that definitely plays a part in it because you are, even though you're not on the show much anymore, you're still part of the Shot from the Point brand, so to say. Yeah. So I think that definitely plays a part in it. It's just
now
your
I think you're onto
Tommy.
something. Now I think you're onto something.
I think a lot of it is just trying to get at Tommy because
going to me tends to work. Going to me tends to work. Yeah, we've been through this before. The Cronin Wars. Yeah. Go back to the Cronin Wars. Going at Tommy didn't do anything, so Cronin went at me, and he got a reaction. I don't know why I tend to, like, when people come after me like that, I can defend myself. I fight back. I don't turtle for people. But for some reason, when something like that happens, even when I kind of brought it on because I talked about him, something fucking happens in Tommy's brain. And then this happens. I'm going to play this, C-Man. Yeah. So this happens.
He owns everything to me. He wouldn't have anything I have. But my fans Guys, show your analytics. Do it. Melissa.
I saw that donation. He needs to make that the fucking donation sound.
Oh my god,
that would be so great.
Like like that is fucking amazing to me. Like that is the type of reaction that you're gonna get. Yeah. It's just I still can't figure out why. It's an interesting thing. So yeah, I think that might be the bigger idea. It's like I seem to be not the Achilles heel, but if you want to get Tommy's attention and you for some reason you fucking take a shot at me, that's gonna get his fucking attention. And I don't know why, because him and we didn't even talk for a whole fucking year. You know, like but he is my best friend and I love him like a brother. But it's just I'll never understand the situation, man. I mean, you're the analysis now, man. You're figuring this shit out. Is this ever going to stop? Do you see it ever stopping?
Whenever he finds someone new to feud with, or if somehow he gets into a really bad car accident and has amnesia and forgets everything, then maybe we might have a little bit of a better Keemstar. Yeah. Those are the two scenarios. It's the only way. Either that, or if he completely shuts you guys out and you just drop off the face of the earth.
But wouldn't that be the smart thing? Like if he's always talking about how untalented we are and how irrelevant we are and all these things. So wouldn't be the best thing would just never fucking talk about us? Because he makes his points invalid just by the fact that he's saying I don't want to give them attention, but that keyword "but" shows that you're fucking full of it. Yeah. Shows you're full of it, dude. It's also weird, and since we're talking about Keemstar at this thing now, we talk about his power a lot, and that's a lot of what the criticism that I made, which I thought was very innocuous, by the way, but that was what a lot of it was about, was the scope and range of his power and who it affects and everything and who is in it, you know? He went after me pretty fucking hard. A two minute video where he was screaming, ranting, raving. You said that that PewDiePie has been around for 10 years. He's only been around for 7 years. And all
of course, he'd harp on that.
Because he never makes mistakes or anything. It's called an exaggeration. I was trying to get a point in there a little bit harder. So Jesus, I just used a round number. It's okay, Keem. He's okay. But the interesting thing about it is the fact that later on in the video, he screams for his followers to tweet me their ages. Would you like to guess at how many people tweeted me their ages today?
I don't even know. I don't even want to know.
4. This is the problem with Keem's thinking. And this is where I wanted to get on for a second, because this kind of ties in to TeamFourStar and that focus that we talked about earlier with the Dragon Ball Z and then the Pokemon and everything. If you take something to your fan base that they just can't give a shit, nobody gives a fuck about me. And if you are not, when you're a drama guy, and I'm not going to give you drama, when you are a Dragon Ball Z place that does Dragon Ball Z things with a Dragon Ball Z logo, there is a worry inherently that you are not going to be able to connect with things outside of that genre. And that's where I think Keemstar has fallen into.
Yeah. I mean, commentary wise, really the only thing that you do anymore is the Catch 33 stuff. And I don't even need to make the joke. I don't even need to.
Let's be generous and call it the Haley's Comment. You know, I like that.
That's a nice way.
Makes me feel better.
So yes, Haley's Comment. Yes, exactly. That's really drama-wise. That's the only thing that you're a part of anymore. Well, you know, that's really it.
I will talk about something if it's really important and like fucking resonates with me. But like, I didn't do a Jake Paul video. I didn't really talk about fucking pedo McFucking show me your asshole face. I didn't do any of that. I didn't do that. There's really no need for me.
Exactly.
So where's the target come from? Because I have the audacity to speak his name? I don't know.
It's making sense out of a senseless situation.
Right, exactly.
Senseless. So trying to debate and find the fucking grandiose conclusion, it's just never going to come. You just gotta, I think Clown said it before, you just gotta embrace who Keemstar is, and that's the only way you can really deal with him, is just by embracing him.
Do you think that YouTube is starting to go back towards the frivolous? Because we're sitting here and we've been talking about TeamFourStar and all of that, and it does seem like a lot of the drama and anger-fueled content is kind of, I wouldn't even call it dying out because there's still a lot of it out there, but it seems like a lot of people who are responsible for it are kind of moving away to other things, a little more lighthearted. It seems like people are trying to enjoy YouTube again, but then something will happen and kind of bring everybody back to that focal point of hatred. But do you think that things like Pokemon streams, wrestling related content, even though it's still not being monetized, do you think that these are the things that YouTube is going back to? Obviously it's never going to be fucking the endless world of cat videos again, but do you think that the whole drama trend, the TMZ-ishness of it, do you think it might be drying up?
Oh, it's done. It's dead in the water. Look, gaming's still there, but if you rewind 4 years back to 2013 when dudes like Vanoss were stepping onto the scene, that shit was fucking bang. If you weren't watching that, you were a fucking plebeian. Like that's how commentary is now, where gaming's there, but it's not where it used to be, and it will never be where it used to be.
Yeah.
I think commentary got hit even harder with it because it is such a constant factory of outputting negativity. So people are done with it. I think. I personally, I don't get wrapped up in it anymore. I don't have the interest. I'm so fucking sick of stupid petty drama shit. Now, when something's going on with you or Tommy, I'm tuning in because you guys know how to still make it entertaining to talk about and not just.
Tommy and I try to make everything a show. You know, everything it's got to be a little bit of a spectacle for us because we are really trying to think about what people want to see. And sitting here listening to you, you made a lot of sense, and it actually made me think of something. I think because of the current political climate in media, look, you look at Tonight Show and all the talk shows, they're all dominated by fucking political rhetoric now. It seems like at least once a week, there's some sort of political person that's being a guest on almost all of them. Stephen Colbert is the Donald Trump show. You know, it's like there doesn't seem to be. It feels like YouTubers, people who watch YouTube, are not coming to YouTube for that drama anymore because that's all there is in mainstream media and they need something else. So while a year ago, before the election, we had that huge, massive boom in the commentary community where money was fucking flying and careers were being made, and the hatred and vulgarity and disgusting nature and the calling out of children and handicapped and handicapable and all of these things, it was fair game. Now it seems like people don't want to see that and they're willing to backlash against it because it's invading every other port of media outside of YouTube. So now they just kind of are looking for the more frivolous. Do you think that there's a possibility of that being?
Oh, definitely. This is something that actually Jade had brought to my attention. We were talking about getting back into Pokemon at an older age. As technically an adult. I'm still not in that mindset. I'm not a fucking adult. I'm still a kid. Like I'm in mom and pop's place. Like I'm a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Yeah, but she said that the reason that so many of people in our generation are going back to that is because us early 20s kids are so fucking miserable because of the state of our current world that we need something from a better time. And that's why these nostalgic pieces are coming back in. That's why fucking even Hollywood capitalizes on it by remaking every single fucking movie. Even if it was an animated movie, let's make it live action, slap a title on it, and there you go. And I think that's YouTube needs it. We need to go back to, like, I don't know if you've ever seen fucking Mean Kitty Song by Mr. Safety, but just stupid shit that's so ridiculous and out there that you can't help but laugh. We need that right now. This country, the U.S., we need it. We need a break. We need to be able to get around something that isn't fucking negativity and hate mongering towards a specific person. We need it. We need the frivolous, and it seems like people are bringing it back.
It does seem like it. I'm going to point to the arch enemy of Keemstar here, because Phil DeFranco seems to be trying to create something very similar to his old company, SourceFed. He seems to be trying to do something that's more than just news, but still have a majority of a news network, but have other things involved in it. So it's not just regurgitating what other people are doing, but creating own individual content as well, which I think is very important. I think you can only go so far anymore, and I think maybe Keemstar might find this out, that if you are just focusing and reporting what other channels are doing, you're not really doing anything of your own. You're cracking jokes and you're masturbating to the misery of what other people are doing. You're not doing anything yourself. And I think people are starting to see through that. I mean, even fucking E-News and stuff, they create things that are a little bit more centric and not just, well, did you see what this motherfucker, Kanye West hit, you know what I mean? There's more to it now. They host red carpet events. They make sure they're after party. They do other stuff that's not just the same old shit that they don't have to put any work to. And I think that might be part of the problem as well. And it's the reason why someone like Phil DeFranco is on his way to 6 million subs, while Keemstar has been hovering between 1.5 and 2 million for the past year. So I don't know. It's interesting to me. It feels like YouTube is ready to go through a change, and some of it is YouTube made with some of the changes that they've made. But others, it feels like it's just, like I said, the power of YouTube is not the creators, it's the viewers. That's the you in YouTube. Yeah. It's you, the people who are watching. Are they making new choices?
Are they? It seems like it. I'd say so.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really all I have as far as that stuff goes. What else do you have as far as TeamFourStar or any of the other things that are happening in YouTube that you would like to highlight?
Go subscribe to TeamFourStar, faggot. Do it. Hashtag your mom gay, bro.
Yo, mom. My name, Jeff. Yo, mom gay, bro.
Your mom gay, bro. I love that. I normally hate fucking memes, but that shit's just so stupid. And like I said, we need that stupid out of left field bullshit that you just can't help but be like, all right, man, you got me. So yeah, let's hope that's where this shit goes, man. I truly hope that's where it goes.
Well, there you go. There you go. I don't have a solo frame, so unfortunately I can't switch us over to Discord and take calls. So if you don't have anything else, I think we can wrap this thing up and get up out of here.
I'm completely fine with that, man.
Tell the kids where they can find you and all that good stuff.
You can find me at CMAN all over on Twitter and CMAN on YouTube. I stream whenever the fuck I feel like it, to be honest. There's no schedule. If you subscribe, you're probably going to be thoroughly disappointed because it's just kind of there. I don't really, it's whenever it's spur of the moment, you know what I mean? But
now, I'm going to flip the script on you for a second because I was going to do this afterwards, but don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Okay. Not you, but I'm talking to people. I mean, you obviously don't leave, but the people who are sitting here, don't leave yet. Now you know where you can find C-Man. This was your first C-Man showcase. It's going to be the first of many. This will be back next week, and you're going to have an opportunity to call out whatever else you want to call out. What did we learn from the first episode?
To bring more topics. Because we're at, about 40 minutes?
40 minutes, so I know. That's why I'm stretching here.
And you brought up the second topic. I only had TeamFourStar, and I figured with all the notes I had, well, we can go for a little bit. But no, I think I'm going to pick 3 different subjects from here on out just to mostly for timing. So we're not piecing out too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what the interesting thing about that is you have an opportunity to be able to interact with the fan base, which part of what I like to do when I bring anybody in is try to give them a little bit of insight in how to grow a fan base. And being interactive is so important. So I think a good idea would be to turn it over to the fans. For next week, if there are topics you would like to hear, hit C-Man up on Twitter at C-Man all over. Interact with them and let them know what is out there, both good and bad, that you want to see. I would love to take calls, unless we switch to the Dead on. We could switch to the Dead on Dave frame and take calls there.
You want to?
We could, or you know what I could do? Oh, I know what I can do. I can keep. Yeah, let's switch over to Dead on Dave frame and we'll take calls. I'll meet you on Discord. You guys want to call in? We'll take some calls.
All right.
I'll get on Discord and I'll bring you in just a second.
All right, sounds good.
All right, good stuff. Let's switch on over to the Dead on Dave live frame. And we'll go ahead and we hung up on C-Man and close that thing out. And we'll open up the old Discord and let you guys talk about TeamFourStar or whatever else that you might have. Because I wants to hear from you. C-Man wants to hear from you. You want to give C-Man a little bit of critique on his performance tonight. I think that could be very productive and a hell of a lot of fun. So let's grip it and rip it, kids. You want to jump into my Discord? Discord only. Come on over to the Cord of Dis. and sound off and get into my waiting to call. Slide up into my DMs, bro. Get into waiting to call. Oh, and there's a lot of people up in my waiting to call. Let's bring in the man of C first. C-Man, you there, buddy?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you sound so much lower now.
Yeah, that's...
Ooh, wow, you are low, dead low. Why you so low, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just got you up to 200%. I still can barely hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what's wrong with my Discord settings.
It almost sounds like you're on a different microphone now. Because you might be. While you're figuring that out, I'm going to bring in Faye. Faye, before C-Man's having a little bit of microphone problem, so before you ask him a question, let me ask you, what's up with you want to see the chesticles of C-Man tonight?
Yeah, so I think that C-Man should take off his shirt to, like, well, he was on, like, I'm assuming Skype.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Well, I think that he should take off his shirt akin to you to really get the chat excited.
Really? Now,
I feel like,
the chat excited or you?
That.
What it seems like it would excite
the chat
you,
excited.
Faye. You sure?
I think it's important for C-Man to really bear everything and show his vulnerability, because some people in the chat are saying that that he's just acting like a tough guy. So I think just taking his shirt off would help the world. Also, the shirt is very ugly.
I will. It does seem like he got it at some 80-year-old man's Hawaiian sale. There's no question about that.
He took Thrift Shop by Macklemore a little bit too seriously.
I'm gonna pop some tags, buy a really fucking ugly Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, no, that's true. But it seems like you had a little bit of fascination of seeing what was going on underneath that shirt. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I'm still convinced you guys are gonna get married one day.
I mean, I guess he really wants that Canadian visa. I don't blame him.
I get it. We're all dying to get across the border. C-Man's back and he sounds good.
Yeah. Turns out I actually. Fuck. Is my mic cutting out?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
God. Well, I know what I'm investing in.
C-Man's mic got AIDS. By the way, C-Man did write in the chat that he would do the shirt off for $50. He's expensive.
What about like a collective?
Like if everybody joined together, I'm sure he would take those. I'm pretty sure he would take that as well.
Everyone donates $1.
I don't even think we have 50 people in here. And I know we don't have 50 people in here that are generous enough to each pony up $1. These cheap bastards. Cheap aces. Mystic says the cringe. Mystic's down there in VidCon. What's going on, Mystic? So, Faye, what did you think of the show tonight as far as C-Man's first showcase?
Yeah, well, like you said, he was talking about TeamFourStar. There's not like a ton to say, and they're kind of a bit of old news, to be honest, C-Man.
Whoa! Hey-oh. Wow.
They were really popping back when a bridge was kind of a thing still, but I always still think the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge is much better. I could not watch past... I couldn't even make it to the Frieza arc in the Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Damn.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Why? It's so good. That's where it picks up.
I disagree. I thought that Ghost Nappa, I believe it is, was the highlight for them. And then I tried to start watching the Frieza arc, and I just lost completely interest. But I did watch all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, which I know that little Kribo does the voice for Frieza, and he's just phenomenal. I don't know why.
Yeah,
He's just so good. I think there's a charm that he does all the voices, which is really interesting.
Okay.
That's interesting.
No, I mean, again, it wasn't so much about finding something that was mainstream. It was more about something that's like a personal favorite of mine.
Oh, I see. Well, I was trying to put... You were not coming up with any criticisms for TeamFourStar, but I was putting criticisms in the chat for them.
Go ahead and give us a couple.
Okay, so one of the things I said is that a lot of their humor is very pop culture. I tried to watch... they did a Digimon Abridged movie that was about 2 or 3 years ago. I was trying to watch it, but because all the jokes are so pop culture and memes from that era, I just could not even like crack a grin. And I love Digimon, so they should be able to spoof it really well.
See, I enjoy them because they were. Fuck, they have almost a Family Guy-esque humor to them. I think that's. Yeah, that is valid. They do a lot of pop culture stuff. I will agree there.
Damn. Faye, bringing fire. You got another criticism you'd like to give before we let you go?
That was my main one, but bring Brace next. I know he wants to fight with you.
Sounds good, Faye. Thank you so much.
I love watching two men fight.
I'm sure you do. You seem like the type. And I'll tell you what, if you send me money, I'll make sure to get you an autographed shirtless picture of C-Man, okay? If you want some sort of like nipple flicking pose, you just let me know. I'll make that happen for you, Faye, because you know I love you.
I want like ice on the nipples.
Honestly, $30 and it's yours.
There you go.
$30.
I'll make sure C-Man sees a whole $5 of that too. I mean, I'm a generous
And can
guy.
he have like his mouth open, like in an O shape, so that I can Photoshop a dick going into it?
I think you want to Photoshop something else going in there the way I'm.
But do not do not donate it to Dave's PayPal. I have my own now.
Yeah, but that's not necessary. Look, dude, anything that you create here is property of Dead on Dave Productions.
Oh shit!
If you don't like it, fucking check your contract, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
What contract? You just said, "Hey, you want to be on?" And
that's a handshake. That's a handshake, fucking legally binding. God, there was no
virtual
lawyer.
Handshake.
No lawyer.
I'm not gonna lie. Judge Judy would agree with Dave.
Oh, whatever.
Well,
yeah,
if
sure
Judge
she would.
Judy would. Oh, good. Faye, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for not being too hard on old C-Man there. He did a good job.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Have a great time, guys.
See you later, Faye.
Peace.
I like Faye.
I need someone to come in and fuck me up.
All right, well, Brace is the worst arguer in the world, but he thinks he's the best arguer in the world, so this will be a lot of fun. Brace, you're live with that on Dave and C-Man. What do you got?
Hello, what's up, Dave?
What's up, man?
Long time no speak, man.
Yes, I know. It's been very peaceful. What do you want?
Yeah, well, I'm not in a fighting mood. I don't know where Faye got it from, but I want to talk to C-Man.
He's
What's
here.
up?
I'm gonna bypass you, Dave. I'm gonna write to the C-Man
C-Man showcase, baby. Take it away.
All right,
bring it on.
The gaming stream, right? That it's Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
What's the character called? It's like a little dumpling or something.
Yeah, it's Dumpling from the
I
first
love
universe.
that fucking show. They had like 48 episodes, maybe more.
Yeah. Oh, it was more. They when they do those kind of games, they go for a while.
And I like the fact that they provided the voices for the actual game, like the actual PS4 game. They did like the voices, you know.
Yeah.
So they did Dumpling. It was great, and I disagree with Faye because I loved the show Dragon Ball Abridged. You know, the Frieza saga, the Cell saga. Let me ask you, where are they now? Because I kind of lost track. I'm guessing
they're at the Cell games now. Right now is where they're at.
They're still creating this. This is only in the Cell games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude. They were. Fuck. They're very meticulous about it. They bust ass. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a really long time about getting to the Cell games, like a month or something.
Yeah. Well, and they also they do the DBZ movies as well. And they'll do.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They did a lot of movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but my question to you, like as the ultimate fan, of course, what is their goal? Are they going all the way to the Boo saga or not?
Yeah, they're gonna end Z. They said if they continue after that, it'll end up being Dragon Ball.
Ooh,
now, see, that's interesting. I don't like that choice because, obviously, Dragon Ball GT is not an option because most people tend to ignore that as
happened. I never watched it.
But Dragon Ball Super seems like a continuation of Z to me. It feels like it's Z again.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It feels like it. You know, GT never felt like Z. It was awful. I'm sorry. I hate Dragon Ball GT with a passion.
I agree. But the maker of Dragon Ball Z didn't create Dragon Ball GT.
You're right about that. No, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. Still,
I don't know if that involves the quality, but I guess it's related. I don't know.
No, I think it does. I think it very much is related.
Yeah. That was their original answer, and if they're in Cell games now after 8 years of doing this. It's going
Yeah.
to take a while before they're even thinking about something new. So they might do Super.
People forget how long. People forget how long the Boo saga is.
Oh yeah, it's long.
God.
It drags.
140
nervously long. It's
Yeah.
so fucking long, man.
No, look, it
yeah.
starts at like 250 and it ends at 360.
Yeah, it's a long saga, but it's enjoyable. Brace, you got anything else for Mr. Seaman?
Well, no, I'm not in the fighting mood, so I'm gonna disappoint Faye. And Dave, it's good talking to you again.
Absolutely.
Don't bring that hate. I love you.
I didn't give you no hate, man. You're the one. You tried to start with me in the chat a little bit, but I decided to ignore it.
I like to stir the pot. You know that.
Yes, I know, and you're always wrong. That's
All
why I
right.
like it even more. All right, Brace, have a good night. I love you too.
See ya, man.
Take it
Bye,
easy.
see you, man.
See ya, man.
He was very, very enjoyable tonight. What a nice guy. I didn't know he could be that nice. Like, I've never known Brace to be that nice. That was quite lovely, actually. Wow, bring that, Brace. Did he get laid or something? Like,
we set the tone, man. We're not being we're Dave and Chris, not dead on Dave and C-Man tonight. So
I think it's because he knows I got some pussy last night. I think that's what happened.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
I don't have the confetti queued up, or I'd have that confetti fucking raining from the sky right now because Dave got some ass. Babe, high five on the ass. How about that sweet cock I gave you, huh? Yeah. All right. Veggie, you're live with Dead on Dave and C-Man. How'd C-Man do tonight?
He did pretty good, actually. I'm really starting to come around to him, man.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, no. I wasn't able to watch both of his streams all the way through, but I definitely checked them out. It's cool because I can see him growing as a streamer for sure, especially having him on your show and everything. I can tell that's helping him out. And as far as TeamFourStar goes, I kind of wanted to talk about, first of all, all of Dragon Ball Z Abridged is fantastic. Ghost Nappa was cool, but you're totally right. The Frieza arc is where the show popped because you got Krillin quacking like a duck.
Space duck.
Not only that, but I mean later on, Vegeta, everybody better duck because I'm about to turn left and I don't want to smack you with my dick. Was probably one of my favorite lines.
That's where all the catchphrases in the fucking. That's where the real character development happened. Was in that Frieza arc. That's why I was like, "What? Are you kidding?"
Yeah, wow. Yeah. And as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged goes, I couldn't really get into that because I wasn't as bit like Dragon Ball Z was the anime for me.
Yeah,
and
for many of us. And
I've probably watched it beginning to end at least 7 times. I would say at the very minimum.
Yeah.
And so that one was always just really big. And I started watching Abridged like when they started. So I've been there, and sure, it takes some forever to make content, but the fact of the matter is, and this is something I really have to give them credit for, I think most of those guys have day jobs,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all over the place, time zone wise. So to be able to schedule like voice recording and shit, they need to play off each other for it to sound right. So it's hard because you have the dude who does Goku lives over in Britain. People are scattered across the U.S. So it's it takes time. It takes a lot of time, and editing wise, because of the amount of stuff they put into it, that's the biggest part of it. Why it takes so long is because Kaiser goes through and just fucking every fine-tuned detail has to have it.
Damn.
Yep, for sure. Well, I gotta go tend to my screaming baby boy, so I'll let you guys get going. But it's good chatting with you guys.
Hey, no problem, man. We really appreciate the call, buddy. Take it easy.
Take care.
Peace.
Always love Veggie. It's always nice to hear from good Veggie. Let's take Landlogger. Landlogger, you're live with Dead on Dave and C-Man. How'd C-Man do tonight? Man, don't suck, Landlogger. Come on, buddy. And out you go. Out of my game, out of my game, out of my game. So I gotta take McDaddy. God, I can't. It's always painful. McDaddy, 1994. You're live with Dead on Dave and C-Man. How'd C-Man do tonight?
Can I ask 2 questions?
Yes, that was one.
Okay. Oh, very funny.
Nope. All right.
Back?
Now, wait. Now the smart ass. Right now, you only get half of a question. What's your questions, man?
Okay. First off, what happened between you and Keemstar? Because I don't watch I don't watch Twitter. I think it's toxic.
Long story short, really easily. I did a interview on a podcast about 4 weeks ago that came out today or yesterday, and Keemstar saw it, didn't like some of my comments that I made about his fan base, because I feel his fan base is a replenishable fan base, and in general, I don't believe that his fan base grows with him. I feel when they get to a certain age, anywhere between 18 and 25, their sensibilities change and they kind of move on to other creators. He's too polarizing. He drives people away the older that they get. You can only take so much of it before obviously that's not true for everybody, but I think a generality of it. And I think his numbers, the fact that he is stuck right around the same plateau, to me, kind of tells us that's enough evidence for me that is true. He didn't like that very much, decided to come at me on Twitter, where he has me blocked because he's a fucking bigoted bitch. And he tagged a non-Dead on Dave fucking Twitter handle and tried to present it like he was yelling at me, which he never did, because he knows that wasn't me. I don't have 10 followers. He knows that. And he knows it also because he blocked me and gave the order to his crew to block me, because they are bitches as well. So I went back at him a little bit and gave him a little bit of the ass. Actually, not even, I wouldn't even say I did that. I simply defended my position, made a correction to a mistake that I did make, because PewDiePie has not been around 10 years. He's been around 7, and I did make that correction, which I didn't think was very paramount to my argument. And then having a conversation with Tommy C. Tommy's like, wait a second. Well, let me do something with this. And he decided to make a video of Keemstar responding to me, and in the midst of a coke attack, a coke bender, a coke binge. And he threw up blood. It was fucking wonderful. One of the best videos I've ever seen.
Which, by the way, that made me laugh my ass off. Like, my grandmother just passed away. That, like I was in such a depressed mood, and, like, I saw that video, and I was laughing my ass off.
Melissa! Like, I'm really sorry about your grandmother. I'm sorry to hear about that, bud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But, like that helped. And my other question is, what is your... Because I just watched Philip DeFranco's episode, his once-a-day show.
Yeah.
Before you and Tommy streamed, and there has been an update to the stupid fucking what's its face, Bachelor Act on Paradise or whatever fucking scandal that's going around.
I have no idea.
Well, there's a scandal going around basically where they think it's drunk, non-consensual rape crap, and the producers were calling it out, and mishy-moshy wish-wash crap, basically.
Well, I think everybody should be prosecuted in that show. Every fucking one of them. Not only for bringing us terrible shit content that turns out to be fake, but putting people in a fucking very compromisable situation with alcohol and emotions and fucking mental goddamn manipulation that leads to easily things of people having regretful fucking decisions later on that can easily come off as he raped me or she raped me. Yeah. So I hope they all get locked up and prosecuted and get gonorrhea of the penis.
All right. And to add to the Keemstar, why Keemstar is going at you, it's because you're Tommy's friend. Plain and simple. He knows he can get to you through Tommy.
Vice versa.
He's using you as like a lightning rod to get Tommy's attention, which I personally believe that the drama community is never going to die off, because there's always going to be drama.
Sure.
It's impossible to kill it.
But it's changing.
I personally believe that no one's interested in it anymore.
Not the same way they were. I don't think they have the same stomach for it. I think there's always going to be interest, but that visceral, like, I want the cringiest of cringe. I don't think people have that. Like, they want to see a guy getting kicked in the nuts. They don't want to see a 17-car pileup anymore. And I think that's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to watch it immensely. I used to catch every single drama alert, every single Tommy C stuff, and I must admit, I skip one or two because sometimes both of them can get repetitive. Due to Tommy's credit, he does do it a lot better than Keemstar, but it does get repetitive at sometimes when it comes to drama, because it feels like it never, like, they're always trying to one up each other, but the problem is once you get to that point, there's no way to make it interesting anymore. It's just who can one up the next guy, and it's losing interest. And by the way, I never unsubscribe people. I fucking hate Keemstar's guts like burning passion, but I'll never unsubscribe because I just don't unsubscribe.
I want to address something I just saw in the chat. I'm gonna let you go at that because you talk in novels and that's coming from me. Blue Firefly in the chat says I disagree with that. It's created the conversation happening now, and that's the point. I'm very tired of that type of argument. Well, you're talking about it, and that means it's good. No, that's not the case at all. Talking about it in a way that we're talking about it, I don't think is necessarily good to the situation. The trolling, that's not necessarily a good thing. Just because it elicits a reaction because I choose not to be a victim of him is not necessarily a good thing. I don't think people are having the same reaction. Look, the reality is I'm not titling that shit. You know why? Because the exact reason that you're saying. I'll talk about in a show that has absolutely nothing to do with that topic. Why? Because I'm not going to give him that same type of thing. If I wanted to capitalize, like if this was a year ago, and I wanted to capitalize on the drama between Keemstar and I'd have Keemstar in that fucking title right now. I'd have him in the thumbnail. But the fact is I don't. And you know why? Hold on there, novel boy. Hold on. The reason, no, you're good. The reason being is because this shit's embarrassing. This shit is embarrassing to have my name tied to. This shit is embarrassing that I know my daughter is in the other room right now. My wife is listening to me talk about this fucking stupid. This shit is embarrassing that I have to fucking deal with this goddamn guy who simply cannot check his ego enough to let anybody else do what the fuck they want. This isn't fun. I don't think it's fun to listen to very much. Conversations don't always necessarily mean that it's a good thing that's happening. Sometimes it's just to resolve a situation. That's not trolling. That's some bullshit. But to each their own, Blue Firefly, and I appreciate the fact that you enjoy different types of content, so don't take that the wrong way. It's just I tend to look at it a little bit differently.
I think it's because honestly, when two big YouTubers go at it, or it might not even be towards a subscriber count, just like iconic and like emphasis wise, when they go at it, it kind of feels like it's two kids at the schoolyard fighting each other, and we're all like, all of us viewers are like, he's like, kick him in his ass, Johnny. No, fucking.
Oh, that's essentially what it is. That's essentially what. Like with Playgrounds, you have the bully, you have the nice kid. It's the exact same thing. It's just petty bullshit.
And Dave, I have to agree with you on that. It is embarrassing because
it is.
And if it's more embarrassing for me because I live in Buffalo. I live with this. I live in this house. He's putting a fucking red X like every time, and it makes me cringe whenever Tommy goes and says, you know, people from Buffalo are idiots. Look at fucking like. Oh my God!
Buffalo's had problems long before Keemstar. That's the last I'm going to put it. Oh, yeah. McDaddy, I appreciate the call, man.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
You too. He's going to keep going.
I'm not going to lie. I thought we switched callers at one point. Didn't realize we were still with McDaddy.
I like McDaddy, but he was going to keep going.
Yeah, he was going to keep going.
He was. Let's bring in Obvious Mimic. And then we're going to Tommy. I know you're still in there, buddy. Just wait a second. I'm going to get to you. Obvious Mimic. You're live with Dead on Dave and C-Man. What do you got?
Hello.
Oh,
hey, man.
That's great.
Dude, I just wanted to say good show. I'm going to give a little suck to you, Dave, and I'll give you some suck too, C-Man.
Nice.
Oh, wow. So you're going to give some to Dave for my show. Thanks.
Dude. Yeah. The show I saved. I kind of saved it and saved it a little bit.
Thanks, faggot.
And why, motherfucker, you could have just took the compliment for both of us, but you wanted to get uppity. Go ahead.
I'm just shit. Thank you, man.
Go ahead, Obvious. I'm just fucking around.
No, I just wanted to say, I can go on about the Keem shit, but out of the whole situation, I mean, while he was making that video, Dave, and I think this shows a lot about your character, you go out there and you're shouting out the lovebirds, just saying nice things, and I think that's it's something I mentioned in the chat. That's something that's important to be noted here. How you treat your fans. He's a big guy, and he's lost that connection, and I think that was just that kind of bothered me a lot. Just no, I know I'm was a small YouTuber. I treat my fans with a lot of respect. Maybe that's where I'm coming from. But I think, no matter what level you are, you shouldn't do that to someone over something so frivolous. But anyways, yeah. And that's why I watch your stuff over his.
Yeah, it's funny. I can go to war with people and I can get in arguments and I can call Keem a cunt and all these things. But the thing with Keemstar, it seems like his wars kind of take over his entire life, and he uses that to fuel how he treats the people around him, including his fan base. I love the people who are good to me. I'm good to them. And I try to be good to everybody until I have a reason not to be good to them anymore. I love this community. I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of the people who send me things on a daily basis. Every single day, Lovebirds, and I'm glad you brought them up. Lovebirds sends me a comic every day. Sometimes I'll be in it. Sometimes it'll be about something else. Lovebirds interacts with my wife about her goddamn cat videos or pictures every day. I have people who consistently interact with not only me, but my entire family. They ask questions. They seem to care. And that matters to me. And I'm going to go to bat for anybody in this community as long as I have a reason to fucking do so. But the second I don't, I'm not the guy you want as an enemy. Keemstar doesn't want me as an enemy. It's why he doesn't ever actually come after me directly. He tries to make it appear that he does, like he did today. But if you pay attention, you know that wasn't me in the tag, because he knows he has me blocked. He doesn't want me as an enemy because I don't fall for the same tactics that work for everybody else. That's not me being cocky. That's me just simply knowing how fucking stupid he really is. And I appreciate that, Obvious Mimic. I really do, because I love you guys and I appreciate you guys always being here. That's not sucking your dicks. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
Anything else? What about C-Man? What about his suck? You promised suck for both. Where's his suck?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Suck.
Okay, so I was just going to really dig the stream. I don't really have to, I don't have any complaints, really. I mean, this is a first stream, and I think it was going to the TeamFourStar thing. I made a point saying it's very hard for people who have a solid fan base to really go on to something new. And Dave, you continuously do that. And for you to go and do that with him, C-Man, and sort of take that leap, I think is it's a very risky step, and I definitely commend you for it. And I think you're going to do really well in the future.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and there's all the sucking I have today.
Well, let me give you a little suck. Let me give you one. That fucking graphic you made for me was the shit. That thing is fucking fantastic.
Dude, thank you, man.
Yeah. No, you seriously, you have unbelievable talent when it comes to graphics. I appreciate the work that you've done for me, man.
No, it's anytime, dude. I don't mind doing any of that stuff for anyone I appreciate, I look up to, and I like their stuff, and I really see a lot of potential in what you're going to do in the future. So I don't at all think it's a big deal doing that stuff for you, and I can't wait to see what you do, man. And with that, thanks, I think man. I'm donezo, and you can get on to the next call.
Good stuff, man. Great call. Go pet that dog. Sounds upset.
I know. God damn it.
Talk to you later, man.
See you, man.
Let's bring in Tommy C 2010, the beacon of positivity from North Kakalaki. Did you watch any of this show?
Yeah, I was watching I guess it's about Dragon Ball Z on TeamFourStar, am I right?
Yeah.
I am a big fan of TeamFourStar, and I think that it's ridiculous what happens to TeamFourStar, them getting attacked a lot, and I think it's one of the funniest shows here on YouTube, I think, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, they get sometimes the companies take all their videos down for some reason. It's weird, even though the companies know that they do those shows.
I'm sorry. I got to respond to something in the chat. Blue Firefly. She's trying to defend Keemstar as a character. I know people. I've interacted with Keem on a personal level a little bit, and Tommy obviously has a lot of it. It's not a character. It's not an act. There are videos out there of him doing things in a private setting, not knowing he was recorded. This is who he is. And it's people who are giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's a character that are allowing him to continue power, because they're portraying him as something that's not real, so they don't take it seriously. What Keemstar does to people, how Keemstar manipulates his child audience to orchestrate attacks against fucking other grown adults that he can't get the job done against himself, it's borderline criminal. And the fact that there are people who continue to look at it as it's just a character and just a meme, bro, and not a serious act of something that is really depraved in a human being is the reason why he's able to continue to thrive. It's the whole crux behind it. The whole purpose, the reason why he's been able to stay around as long as he has is because people do not take him seriously. And the second that somebody is able to, they simply get deleted. They get ignored. They get taken out of the conversation because he knows that's where the danger is for him. In people seeing and believing the repugnant human being that he truly is. I've never seen him do one selfless act either on YouTube or off of YouTube. And the problem is there are far too many people that give him a pass as a character. That is not a good man. He should not be leading
Dave,
anything.
I saw where he was talking shit about you on Twitter. I was like looking through his Twitter videos, and he was talking shit about you, dude, the other day on Twitter.
Of course he was. I know that. She says, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, they're all people needed within the community. Yes, villains are needed, Blue Firefly. That's what I understand that completely. Characters are needed. Truly repugnant human beings who are trying to destroy other people's livelihoods, they're not needed. They need to be weeded out. They need to be gone. Because they are what is really troubling this platform. There's never going to be anything more than what it is as long as people who are just acting selfish. And I'm not trying to pick on you or anything. I actually appreciate your point of view because I think it's important to talk about those type of things. A little bit more serious than I would like. And I hope you don't take this as picking out on you because I actually would like you to call in because I'd like to have an actual discussion with you and not just look at the tweets. Because I think I actually follow your tweets quite often. I think you're a very smart person. And I appreciate your point of view on a lot of things that you do. And I noticed that you do take a lot of the opposite sides to quite a few things. And I find that interesting as well. Not necessarily wrong, just interesting. And I'd love to talk to you sometime. Feel free to call in anytime, Blue Firefly, because I dig you. I think you're a good person.
Dave, what's your favorite episode of TeamFourStar?
I don't watch them. I couldn't tell you.
Loser. Watch them.
Never been my thing, man.
Okay, well, I have a question for you, Dave. Why would you title your show TeamFourStar if you haven't seen a single episode?
Why? Well, that's because you got to look at the words before TeamFourStar. CMAN'S Showcase.
Yeah,
not my show tonight. CMAN's show. He picked the topic, not me.
Okay, C-Man, what is your favorite episode?
Suck it, Tommy. No, suck it. I need to take a second.
Dave, he's trying to talk to me.
No. I need him to suck it. Now, I suck. I want to hear a suck sound. Suck it.
It's called I Can't Read, dumbass.
No, I know. But you read it. Wait, fuck you, because you read enough of it to try to shove it up my ass. Fuck you. You read enough to try to shove it right up my dick hole. I don't want to hear that. How dare you,
fucked you up.
And I did that for a reason, because you need to keep that door closed, babe. And you never listen to me. I don't give a shit if it's too hot. Go sit in front of a fan.
It's because I can't read, dumbass.
All right,
that was awesome.
But you can't say that when you read half of the fucking title. I want to hear that. You put the entire thing in the reading machine, Tommy. I don't want to hear that shit.
I said TeamFourStar. And
don't bust my nuts. Fuck you. Don't bust my nuts. If you fucking go put the entire thing in the reading machine, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that. But go ahead. Ask C-Man your goddamn question.
He did. Favorite episode would be that's really hard. That is really hard. My favorite, I guess, episode would be the Android 13 movie they did. That was just perfect from start to finish.
Wash my trucker hat.
Yeah.
I thought I fixed that. Sorry, Doc, you can't fix something that ain't broke.
Lots of good stuff in that.
Man, I guess I'm a little upset because Tommy kind of got me. I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
A little upset there. He kind of got me a little bit.
Dude, if I busted up laughing, he got you.
It's still a little bullshit, but at the same time, it's like, damn, that one stings a little bit more than the regular burn. It's a Tommy NC burn. Don't get those all the time. You're a ruthless cunt, Tommy. I appreciate you.
Because you know what? I'm Tommy NC 2010, and I'm an
Yes, you are. You're an animal. You goddamn animal.
Mr. Tommy NC 2010.
All right. Yeah, the 1-8-10. All right, Tommy. Thank you very much. You got anything else?
Oh, yeah. C-Man, I'm going to drown you like a bag of stupid puppies. Why puppies? Double stuffed crust. Okay.
No, I need to go back.
No.
Now I need to go back and
could
watch
do the
that
entire
again.
goddamn thing. Holy shit!
Yeah,
All right.
he's hardcore, man. I recognize, but like I can't pull out my own quotes from it. So that's awesome.
All right, Tommy, you fucking monster. You have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Suck it. All
Peace.
right. I love Tommy. That was actually good. Fucking.
Hey, I before we pull anyone else, I actually.
No, I'm not pulling anyone else. I'm ending.
Oh, okay, good, because I gotta leave here in like 10 minutes.
That's cool. No, I'm ending.
Like,
Sorry,
I gotta
sorry,
leave the
David.
house.
Sorry, Landlogger. Yeah, no, I'm ending it. Don't worry. It went longer than I wanted. All right, thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Day Productions. This was C-Man's first ever C-Man showcase. It's gonna be more.
It'll be better, I promise.
You know, I don't think it was all too bad. I'm glad that we took some time.
Yeah, it really
was a lot
wasn't.
of fun.
It was okay, but I had room for improvement.
Lessons learned, man. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Every time you do it, you're gonna learn a little bit more. Every time you do it, you're gonna get a little bit better. And you know what? I'm damn proud of you. You did a very good job. You rolled with the punches. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Day Productions. Make sure you check out C-Man over at
C-Man all over on Twitter, C-Man on YouTube.
That's right. And check me out over at That on Dave V. You gotta have that V, Keemstar. You cunt. On Twitter. Thank you guys very much, and we will see you next time. Keep it copious, folks. Remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. I got pussy last night. Gonna go starve it tonight. Peace.
Melissa!
Melissa!